Are you trying to keep the orchestra? You can keep that up. Turn that off. I'm gonna need to run. Okay, so one thing I need you to help me with. I need you to control this mic. Okay.
Check.
Good evening. We want to thank you for not going to the UT game. Steve Sarkisian is my neighbor, and I don't think he'll mind me saying you're in a better place. So we want to welcome you to our 28th Jazz at St. James. We're very excited. We got to hear what you're in for last night, and you are going to have a great time. So we welcome you, but we want you to remember what a great time you had so that you can tell people and have them come as well. And that can have benefits, telling people about Jazz at St. James. One Christmas Eve, I made a bonehead move, picking up my kids from a movie theater. I saw the cop right there, and I just pulled over the side, but before we were even put on the siren, I knew he was going to have to stop me. And he came up, and I like people, so I start talking, and I figured out he's from Mississippi. He's a young African-American guy, and I mentioned, I don't know how we got onto it, but I mentioned Jazz at St. James. He says, wait a minute, Jazz at St. James? I've always wanted to go to that. I said, I know you got to write me a ticket, but you'd be more than welcome to come. He said, I'm not writing you any ticket. Merry Christmas. So just know, talking it up about Jazz at St. James can keep you on the right side of the law. And whether it can keep you on the right side of God, I leave up to our rector, who I would bring up right now. And by the way, coming to the Jazz Mass just to hear her preach is worthwhile. I am a preacher, and I learn something every time she gets into that pulpit. So, the Reverend Eileen O'Brien, everybody.
Thanks, Terry. No pressure, right?
It is so good to welcome you to St. James Episcopal Church, where we feel that this is an essential part of our ministry. We are so happy to welcome you to this place. We are going to have not one, but two jazz masses tomorrow at 10:30 and 5, and we'd love to see you there and celebrate with you and welcome you to our table. Let's just rejoice in being here tonight, and we're going to call the Spirit into this place. Holy One, we give you thanks for the power of music to liberate, to transport us, to console our souls when we are weary, and to raise us up. And we ask that you would pour out your Spirit into this place and draw our hearts together. Amen. Just as a matter of course, I'm just going to let you know that we do have bathrooms in this place, and should you need to avail yourself of the facilities, you just go out these doors to your left and down the halls. Simple as that. We are so delighted to have you here, and we're about to offer a very special award to a local jazz favorite, so I'm going to have Terry come on back.
Thanks, Eileen. We are going to honor a person that's familiar with Austin, and you're familiar with him, but also I want to welcome a ghost, not a Holy Ghost, that's Eileen's area, but a ghost from my hometown of Pittsburgh, and I just learned this from the KZI folks. Right here, this double bass is actually the bass that was owned and played by Ray Brown, who is a fellow Pittsburgher. And you are going to hear from John Fremgen some wonderful bass work on it. But I'd like to think there's a little Ray in there as well, so listen up tonight for that. But the person we're going to honor is somebody I'd heard about for years, but hadn't heard him play. And he was down at Mozart's, which isn't far from where I live. And he started playing, and it was a beautiful night, fall night. It was right about this time of year, and the sound was just going over the lower Colorado River, and it transported me. I felt like I was at on the Delta in Louisiana, down by New Orleans, and at New York Harbor at the same time. This certain kind of sound that was so unique, and it occurred to me, this wasn't a sound, this was a voice. And we have had Ron Wilkins here, who calls himself a trombocalist because he sings and plays as well. But this gentleman who we're going to honor has figured out to have the voice come out of the bone, the trombone. He is also known as Big Butter. And so we're going to honor the one and only Andre Big Butter Hayward.
I call him the gentle giant that I love, and you know, not very many people love music to the point to where they'll go and get their horn out of their car and come sit in with us little guys. I really love this man, and I would like to present this to Andre Hayward, the year 2022 A.D. Mannion Award. The A.D. Mannion Award recognizes an individual in Austin who has given much of his time and talent to promoting the medium of jazz. Andre is an accomplished trombonist and a professor performing with highly recognized names in jazz all over the world. His versatility ranges from jazz to chamber music, Hayward has shared his vast knowledge with jazz students in numerous clinics and workshops in the U.S. and abroad. Come thou fount of every blessing, tune my heart to sing thy praise. Streams of mercy never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. The Reverend Eileen Rector, Jazz at St. James Committee, St. James Episcopal Church presents this 12th day of November 2022, the A.D. Mannion Award to Andre Hayward. And a great teacher he is, because I see him in action, and you're a good teacher. You're a wonderful man. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Joe. You want to say a couple words? Oh, sure, yeah. How's everybody doing? Oh, my goodness, I can't hold back the tears. I'm originally from Houston, and been in Austin 11 years now. And this has become truly home for me, and I am so honored to be the recipient of this award. But I can't go without recognizing the people that have looked out for me. And one man is right here on the side of me here, Mr. Red Young. Let's give him a hand. As soon as I moved here to Austin, which was 2011, he looked out for me and made sure that I started working. And I am ever so grateful to be here. And this has been a pleasure to be here in the Austin area, working this scene and working with these great musicians. Now, I also got to recognize John Fremgen. John Fremgen and I started working, doing gigs. We were doing things in Houston, and actually, I think our last get together was with an artist friend of ours named Charles Ford. It was a house concert, and I'll never forget that. And ever since I've heard his playing, I've been very touched by his musicianship. And we also spent some time in the University of Texas together. So how about it for John Fremgen? Let me just say something about St. James Episcopal Church. This has been a home church ever since I've been here, or even before I officially moved here. I was doing things here, and did a Kenny Dorham tribute here. And there was maybe another event prior to that Kenny Dorham event. And I must say that I am so grateful and so honored to be a member of this church. Amen. Yes, yeah. And lastly, I do want to acknowledge one that I call Big Brother, cousin, mentor, friend, teacher. And he is our guest artist tonight. His name is Don Brayton. Don Brayton. Don and I share similar experiences with the late great Betty Carter. We've done some performing and recording with her, and Don and I also actually did some things with the great Stephon Harris, the vibraphonist, and so glad to have him here. He's been a pillar, not only to the jazz world, but to the community of jazz here in Austin. And he takes his time. He visits here from the East Coast, and we're both affiliated with New School of Music Austin, as well as our Summer Jazz Camp, Texas Jazz and Blues Camp. And he's been just a great leader and great example of a wonderful human being and a master musician. We're so thankful to have him here. How about it for Don Brayton? And lastly, I can't go without recognizing Mr. Joe Morales. Joe's been an inspiration to many of us musicians, young and old, and he's been around on the scene for many years, and I just thank God for him, and appreciate all of his hard work and dedication to this art, and not only the art of performance, but education. But he's been sharing his knowledge for many years. So let's give him a hand. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I don't want to be too long, but I'm just so grateful for this award, and thank you all for this wonderful recognition, and we look forward to many more moments, many more great moments of jazz performance and education here in the Austin area. Thank you so much.
Don is signing this for you, so thanks, Andre.
Y'all ready for some really good jazz? All right. Come on up, guys. Don Braden, John Framkin, Danley Dufour, and Red Young. I was going in the order of age. Welcome, Don Braden, everybody.
Thank you. Wow. All right. Thank you so much for that wonderful reception and energy. We are all on the same journey, the love journey and the joy journey and the expressiveness and creativity journey. And glad you guys are here to share it with us. We really appreciate you. Thank you. I want to, first off, acknowledge one more time my good friend Andre Hayward, who got the award. It's fantastic. Yeah. And we'll have him come and join us on something in a little bit, so look out you're in for a treat. He's an awesome player. So let's see. We just opened up with an old standard, and it was something I recorded on one of my CDs. It's been a while, so I actually can't remember which one. I got to think about which one. I think it was Brighter Days. Pretty sure it was on Brighter Days. I've got 23 CDs as a leader. It was a long career. Been recording since 1990. I've been putting out, so I've been active. And we'll play something in a second from some of the more recent ones. But first off, before we do that, let me introduce you to these awesome musicians who are sharing the bandstand. Put your hands together for Daniel Dufour on drums. Daniel Dufour. John Fremgen is playing bass. John Fremgen. I think we played last night, as some of you know, and I think we melted down the bass a little bit last night. I know there was something going on with the instrument itself. I think between Daniel and Red, myself, I think and John himself, putting all that soul in there. You got it back for round two? Yeah, man. All right. And on the piano, another great colleague, and this guy, I really love this guy. He's in addition to being the music director for the Texas Jazz and Blues Camp, I also run the Litchfield Jazz Camp for 25 years, and I had the pleasure of, in addition to having Red teach with us at the Texas Jazz and Blues Camp, he was on tour in the East and joined us in Litchfield one year, about 3 years ago, and he's just a fantastic cat. And love this guy. Put your hands together for Red Young. Red Young. Piano. All right, so we're going to move on and play something from my Earth, Wind & Wonder CD, which is my latest one as a leader, actually. It came out a few years ago. I've done a few as a co-leader since then. But the last one as a leader, Earth, Wind & Wonder. So you can probably figure out what Earth, Wind, and Wonder stands for if you think hard. And you figure out that the objective of the album is to present contemporary standards. In other words, like all standards, right? Popular tunes in the culture. And then we jazzify them, we swing and or groove, and then we create and expand and explore. So anyway, I did a really fun project with the Earth, Wind & Fire and Stevie Wonder. I gave it away in case you didn't figure it out. Gave it away. But anyway, so we did some fun stuff with some of those. So we'll present some of that for you now. We're gonna do Don't You Worry About a Thing. Bye. That was not a hard test. Ready? Swing this one, yeah? Last time we did Latin. Last time I'm going to swing tonight. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, isn't that a great jazz tune? I mean, it's we play it, it's a real jazz tune. Like, there's no, oh, Braden is, I mean, trust me, I get all the grief from the critics and whatnot. Oh, Braden's selling out, and Braden's blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's all good, but, if you listen to what we're doing, if you check out the chart, ask Red. The chart is serious, man. Well, I'm gonna send it to all the critics. I'm gonna mail the chart to all the critics. Oh, check this out. Don't give me any more grief, please. They'll do it anyway. That's all good, though. Appreciate them. At least they listen. I'll take that. At least somewhat. The better they listen, the happier I am. And if they don't like it, that's cool. If they listen, no problem. I just don't want any grief about out of hand. He plays Stevie Wonder tune, therefore he's selling out. What's up with that? Stevie's one, arguably, most of the jazz cats, like Stevie's up there in terms of musicians, like top 10 ever, kind of thing, right? So bless his heart, man, for giving us all this incredible music to explore. So anyway, so that was Don't You Worry About a Thing. We're gonna move on. Since we're in contemporary standard mode, we'll do this other one. This is from I have a funk band in New Jersey called Big Funk. And so we have one album out, and we have a new one that I've been working on for I guess we're working on the thing for about 5 years now. So, but this is one of the tunes from that repertoire. We'll get it out next year. But anyhow, the repertoire is got also a collection of contemporary standards as well, in addition to a bunch of original music. And this one is a Marvin Gaye. So we're in this kind of interesting time. So this tune is kind of appropriate, and it's also just an awesome tune. So this is What's Going On by Marvin Gaye. What's Going On? Our version. We experimented, shall we say. Yeah? 1, 2, 1, 2. Thank you very much. Yeah. That one is really fun. I mean, looked at from perspective of an improviser, I mean, it's just total like party time, playground, all of it. Just fly all through it. I mean, it's hard to, because there's so many emotions in there, which is the main thing, right? And then all the kind of musical elements the details that, we don't have to bore you with all the details, but there's a lot of intricacies that are just fun to kind of, to be honest, I'm a geek. I'm just being, I mean, I'm pretty cool because I'm a jazz guy that taught me to be pretty cool, but at heart, man, I'm a mad scientist, professor guy, like to try things, explore rhythm and harmony and chords and melodies and motifs and interaction and all that. I got these great colleagues to join me on the journey. Just put your hands together for these cats one more time. Great. I'm gonna invite up my good friend Andre Hayward to join us for something. Come on, grab your horn and get a piece of the action. We're gonna play something and get him up here. This cat's awesome, and get back some swing, man, with this cat. Gotta get some swing with him, so we'll figure this out. Can he use this mic, or should we share mics? What should he do, man? Yeah, okay, cool, we'll do it. He can get a piece of this. So we're gonna do this blues, bro. So this is a tune I wrote when John Lewis passed away, the congressman, the civil rights leader. I wrote a tune that just in a moment, just because he was such a serious cat, but there was an element of sarcasm and stuff, right? He talked about good trouble, right? We're gonna get in trouble. We're gonna get in good trouble because the trouble we're gonna get into is gonna help things. We're gonna help things via the trouble, right? And so and there's an element. Me and my wife watched a documentary about him and stuff. And he had some nice sides to him. So in terms of a humorous side and stuff. So I wrote this little piece, and this is called the Good Trouble Blues. And so we're gonna do this, and we'll Andre get a piece of this. Okay, so here we go. Andre Hayward, check him out. about that? The Good Trouble Blues. Andre Hayward joined us on trombone. Yeah. Daniel Dufour on drums. John Fremgen on bass. Red Young, piano. Andre Hayward. Yeah, brother. Woo. Yeah, man. Thank you. All right. That's right. There you go. What do you think? All right. Woo! Wow. So, you know, the blues is, I came from Texas. I learned so much about the blues being here, coming down here from up east. I grew up in Kentucky, so we had a little blues there, whatever, mostly country there. But I got to east and learned some blues. I got down here and got another whole take on the blues. And I'm just happy to always be down here and to get a touch of, you know, what Texas has to offer aesthetically and emotionally. And it's terrific. So, but one more time for Andre Hayward. We're going to play another Earth, Wind, and Wonder piece. This is an Earth, Wind, and Fire song now. And this is After the Love Is Gone. After the Love Is Gone. This is our take on that. We pulled all the jazz out of that one, didn't we? That's a bona fide pop tune. But we, it's got lovely changes. This one I didn't even reharmonize. It's got so much beautiful harmony in it, and we just kind of dug into it and played with it. So put your hands together one more time for Daniel DeFore. John Fremgen. Brett Young. Don Braden. So we're gonna do one more tune, and this was kind of our hit from last night, so we decided to pull it out again. And this is our Eddie Harris tribute. And people, it's a really fun tune. So they're always different, you know. I'm not sure how many of you remember everything we played last night. I assume most of you don't remember. I don't remember. So. But we'll do a little differently anyway. We just mess with it some kind of way. But this tune is a tribute to Eddie Harris. I'll go really quickly through the 4 things you're looking for. Perfect fourth intervals. Play perfect fourth, please, Red. Please play a perfect fourth. Please play a perfect fourth. Perfect fourth, please. Yeah. Just look for those intervals. You hear them all over the place. Look for the blues. Look for the grooves, and look for the breaks. It's got breaks. A break's when we all hit a nice tight note, pop, like that, and then something interesting happens after. Like they do on Cold Duck Time, it's a classic, right? So that's kind of an Eddie Harris thing. So a break, the blues, which you already hinted at, we already played the blues before, but this is like a blues feeling that's a whole different vibe. You'll see the groove and the fourths. The fourths are all over the place, all right? So just listen for all that, all right? Take some notes. There'll be a little quiz after. Eddie-ish, composed for Eddie Harris. Featuring John Fremgen on the front to do some bassness.
the Don Braden Quartet plus butter. Don, we just want to say one thing. God loves a nerd. and they say they love a nerd too, and they haven't had enough. If you got some more, they'd like it. What do you think? One more time?
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining us on this adventure, man. It's an adventure every time. We just make it up as we go. We have a plan and we have tunes or whatever, but we're making it up, man. And we need you, and you guys are right there with us, and we so appreciate you. So I want to thank a few people. First off, I want to thank Pastor Eileen. I want to thank, put your hands together for Joe Morales. I want to thank, there's so many people, all the folks who brought us here, or brought me here. I guess they all are here already. But they did put us together, and I really appreciate being invited here, and I have a lot of respect for the situation, and I'm really glad to just bring my full love and energy, positive energy to you guys. So thank you. Really appreciate it. I want to give another shout out to the Antigua Winds Company, who provides me with awesome saxophones. You can see it's as pretty as it sounds, as you can see how beautiful it is. But the thing is, plays and allows me to do my thing. Allows me to be a musician and be free. And I love this instrument, and I love their instruments in general. So this is the Antigua Pro 1 saxophone. And how about a round of applause for Antigua? So they're right here in Texas in particular, so I'm particularly happy when I come here. I went to the factory the other day and hung out with them and played a bunch of horns, and it was really fun. So anyway, so if you see Antigua saxophones, buy a few for your friends. Let's see, what else? We'll do one more tune. And I think, okay, should I take a poll? Just for fun, I'll take a poll. So, we over-prepared as we always do. So I didn't play the flute yet. Shall I pull the flute out for this last tune? You heard a whole lot of saxophone. Let me get the flute out. It's really beautiful, and let's do that for this last tune. We'll do a tune which is very appropriate for this place and for the situation. It's called "Beautiful Love." So the old standard tune. So I'm gonna switch over. Give me a second.
I'm going to let these guys close this out, but I want to remind you that it ain't over, because we're here tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. and at 5 p.m. And if you haven't ever been to a St. James Jazz Mass, I've been to jazz masses all over the country, and no one does a jazz mass like St. James does. So you don't want to miss out, and it really does wind us all back together. Added gospel choir here, and you get the feeling. All right. Thanks again for coming, y'all.
Put your hands together for Terry as well. Terry did so much work. Terry and Amy did so much work logistically taking care of me, so thank you guys. All right, here we go with Beautiful Love.
Daniel DeFore, John Fremgen, Red Young, Don Braden. The Holy Spirit is in the house. Thanks again for coming, y'all.